Good day, folks. My glasses. My sunglasses. I've got something to share with you. I've got something to show with you. I've been talking about it for the last 3 videos. And we're going back to the river. And it was what I'm going to show you here actually took place right where I shot these last 2 episodes. And it was in October 2023. And we had our first little bit of skiff of snow, and it warmed up a little bit. And I thought, I'm going to the river, right? I'm going to go down to the river and visit the River Clan. Before we get started, I do want to thank all of you for being here, and thank everybody for being kind, right? That's it gets scary. It gets scary when you have a whole group of new people come on board. It came quick. It came very quick. Again, thanks to Steve from How to Hunt. And there was a couple other places. Some of the subscribers said they were sent through a couple of other channels as well. So it was pretty amazing, right? Pretty amazing. I think most of you see at this point that this is something new. This is something you're experiencing, something different. What I do here is a little bit. It's different than what you're used to seeing, right? You're not going to hear scary monsters and crazy things coming from this channel. We've had a lifetime of experience with them. I have since I was 4 years old. It's been a long time. Off and on, we've had these encounters and Bigfoot experiences. We've experienced many things here on the farm, here on our property, right? So what you see and what you're hearing and what I say or I speak about, it is based on personal experience. As well, my backdrop. If I do any filming in my house, if I shoot any videos, this is where I'm going to be. This is my new backdrop. I was able to get my boom mic, and this will be for the podcast. Keep your eye out for that. Keep your eyes out for the podcast when I launch the podcast, and it's just going to be everything Bigfoot, right? Everything Sasquatch, and there too I can interact a little bit better one-on-one. If there's emails or if there's questions people want me to answer or things you'd like to hear me speak about. I was working on Q&A videos. The podcast would be a place to answer the Q&A questions, answer the questions, right? I worked good 3 weeks on what you see behind me, and it was important for me to bring some of the things that some of my subscribers have sent to me. Some of the stuff that's behind me, I'm sure you know who you are. You'll see it behind me, and I couldn't put everything there because it would just be I have received quite a few cards, and I'd like to do a little video on everything that's come in the mail. I have had a few people ask me to do just a video on all the pins, and I will do that too. That's coming. And if you can see right behind me, there's these 2 pictures right here. My sister that had passed away here just this last November. For those that are new here, I lost her on November the 26th. She was my squatching partner. I come from a very large family. We're 11 siblings, and all from the same mother and father, and there's 7 girls and 4 boys, or there were 7 girls and 4 boys, and out of all of us, she was the one, right? She loved to go moose calling. If we were out there squatching, she'd be there with me, right? Even towards the end there, she was my squatching partner. So, and when she passed away, and they were cleaning out her her hospital room, and she had been in there for quite a while. So she had a lot of stuff, her smart TV and her stereo and all her clothes, and very personal things were with her. And when they cleaned it out, one of my other sisters asked me if I wanted anything of hers, and I wanted her t-shirts. So these two pictures here you see were I made from two of her t-shirts that she had with her. And so there's the Sasquatch is here, my subscribers are here, my family's here, and it's important that I surround myself with these things. They matter. There's a lot of spirit and energy here. It's all good, right? It's all good. A lot of people don't realize, being as sensitive and an empath, we're very hypersensitive to those things, and whether you know it or not, we are constantly surrounded by spirit, and it is in everything, and it is around us, right? It was what we were taught to growing up. Within the Cree culture, everything is spirit. Everything has its own individual spirit, but it's also a part of the larger, greater spirit, our creator, right? So we were taught to walk in a sacred manner. Even when you're walking on the grass, you walk on that grass in a sacred way because you're walking on spirit. A greater value put into these things, right? For a lot of tribes and a lot of people, not just Native people. There are other cultures too. So this is my backdrop. This is my boom mic. This will be for the podcast and any other videos that I shoot here in the house. We're going to take a little short 22-second trip to the river. I'll play the 22-second clip normal speed, then we'll go and I'll slow it down. We'll play it again slower. We're going back to the sunglasses, and these are actually the same glasses I was wearing at the river. And I do want to bring up, a lot of people were asking me about the polarization of the glasses. You can see them here. Not so much, right? I think there's a small amount of that mirror-like material or whatever maybe it's a spray. I'm not sure how they make the sunglasses, but they're not that much, right? These ones, and these are the glasses, and then some. I've been capturing quite a bit, right? Strange anomalies in my glasses, so I don't know if that's so much what it is. I think at this point, I think where I'm at now and doing all the re-reviewing my videos, I think it has something to do with that camera lens, whether it be on your cell phone camera lens or your camcorders, what have you. What we're discovering here is opening a whole new realm of possibilities of what these Bigfoot are able to do, what these beings can do. And I lost sleep. Put it that way, I did lose some sleep over this one. When I first come onto that at Seven Creeks, it was just, it was like, how can this be? How can it happen? I did. I lost sleep. So, in answer to those questions, to people wondering, what kind of glasses they were here, I mean, you can see there's nothing written on them. There was no, there's a little number on the inside. If you could, I don't know if you can see that. But all it has, it's got the letters spelled style and a product number, I am assuming. And that's it. That's it. Nothing special about the glasses. And like I say, they're not that polarized. Not like some of the other ones I have. And those aren't the ones I was using. But anyway, so yes, I don't know. I believe at this point that it has to do with the camera lens, and it could be even the shape of the lens on the sunglasses, as long as there's a good reflection. Because whatever they're able, and I still believe somehow, I mean, this is proof, right? This is proof that they are somehow out of phase. It's almost, I've said it before, I believe these are interdimensional beings, and they're half out and half here, because we'd see them if they were completely here in this dimension, our three-dimensional realm, our physical realm here. I'd run into them. You're gonna see here, or we'd see them with our eyes. They can be here in physical form, solid. They make tracks, they build structures, all of those things. But I think they have the ability to transcend these dimensional walls, these barriers, like a veil. It's a veil, right? It's like them peeking through a veil. And I'll quit rambling here. We'll get into this video. If you can see my cursor here, and we're going to go into the reflection of my glasses here. And what I want you to really pay attention to is what you see at this point right in my glasses. You see my hand with my glove on it, and the tripod, and my camera right here. That camera is about 3.5 feet extended out in front of me. I have the tripod kind of resting on my hip, and I have my hand out here, and it's facing me. My camera's facing me, but it's about 3.5 feet out in front of me, and you can see that in my glasses. I'm just going to give you a heads up. You're going to see all that disappear. Something comes into frame from the right side, as you're going to see something come, and it blocks out the reflection of my tripod and my camera, and seeing that was what grabbed my attention. So I start slowing it down, I start zooming in, I grabbed stills, and we have a little Sasquatch coming in and he's got to be coming in between the camera and me, right? Because he was blocking out the reflection of my tripod and my camera. So he's got to be in between the camera and my head. And you will see him, one of the stills I was able to get, you could see his face is right up into my face. And I've got two very good stills. I was able to get about 10, just, well, considering we're looking at 30 frames in 1 second. So it's kind of amazing what you can get in 2 seconds, right? 60 frames. So here we go. We're going to get into this, and we'll play this video. I need you to pay attention to the reflection in my glasses. I'm not going to say much here. I'm just going to let this play, and then we'll play this slowed down version. Here we go. Okay. We're going to go into slow clip here. Same video, slowed down, and I'm going to walk you through this. It's tricky on normal speed, right? Because, you know, there's quite a bit of movement, but it's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Here we go. So we are paying attention right there. You can see my tripod. You can see my tripod. Just watch the reflection in my glasses. Keep watching. Okay, here he comes. And this is crazy. He comes right in. Back up a little bit, just watch. Okay, here we go. I'll just watch how he comes in. And he blocks out the reflection of my camera and part of my tripod. Here we go. Here he comes. Like, he's right in my face. Just keep watching. It's like he leaves, and then he will come back. He'll come out from screen right. There he is. I'm not sure if you guys can see him, but what we'll do here too, he's there. I will play that one more time just so you can have an idea I'm going to just run my cursor here, and we'll get to the point where, as you can see, he's not there yet. All right. He's there. He's right there. And you can actually see his eyes. You can actually, I took a still of that piece right there, of that frame. I actually got a still of that frame right there. And I'll bring it up and I'll show you with the filter, with the diffuse glow filter, and just sharpen it up a little bit. Ooh. It looks like he's coming in and he's just taking a big smell of me. But I mean, that's obvious right there, right? That is obvious. He's there. I'm gonna bring up that first still image right now. Okay, this was the still that I had paused on the video, and you could kind of see his nose, and I believe you'll see here, you can see his nose, his mouth, and his nose to me look like they're flared out, like he's smelling, taking a good smell of me, right? My scent. So I'm gonna zoom in here. You may see him already. It's kind of amazing. This is crazy stuff. Okay. Can you see him? Oh my! I get emotional whenever I see this picture, because he's right there, right? He's right there. I'm gonna use a little mark here in case there's some that don't see this right. Don't look over here. Don't look at the white. Okay? Don't look that. Don't look there. And there's the flare on my glasses, because a couple of still images is important because it adds to the shape of him. So we got to consider that as a reason for some of the stuff in the pictures. But here we go. I'm going to use the diffuse glow filter here so you can really see this little guy. Okay, so we got his head here. I'm going to draw it out for you. He's right, and see, he's blocking out. You can see just part of my tripod there behind him. His mouth, and then you see his nostrils here. They're very flared out. I swear it really does look like he's just taking a smell, right? And you can see the one eye here, very good. Other one will be back in there, right? Oh my gosh! I don't know what it is, but this picture makes me instills some kind of emotion in me. And when I first seen it, I almost cried. So I'm zoomed in there pretty good. I'm gonna bring in the diffuse glow. So hit render, diffuse glow. So you're watching here. We'll bring that diffuse glow up, and I'll sharpen it too, but I'm gonna do this to the point where you can see him good. Okay, and we'll sharpen that up. Oh, you guys, that is oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I need to use the little highlighter here. You can see him. It almost looks like there may be a second one over here. You know, there are times when I'm walking and I could swear that I feel something near me or walking with me. There's times where I thought I've heard breathing, really deep, heavy breathing, but yet you have the little breezes and you hear rustling in the leaves, and in the summertime you can't, it's hard to tell, right? So, but if they're doing this, that is probably what I'm hearing, right? Many times, because I do, even as I mentioned at Seven Creeks, I could feel things in the ground, like not from something walking on it, but in the dirt, in the ground. It's just crazy. I had quite a few just asking for a size comparison video of the Sasquatch. He reminded me, somebody else said it, he reminded me of Patty, right? He really reminded me of Patty. Something about him reminded me of her. The Patterson Gimlin footage, right? But if you all could experience all of the like the energy, the vibration, all the vocals, you are hearing movement, you are hearing wood knocks, you're hearing whoops, you're hearing all kinds of things around you, right? And I don't know if that would be the same for everybody, but as being an empath, you're picking it up, right? And you're honing in on it all. Yet I manage to focus on the camera. I try very hard to remember that I'm holding that camera because you all are going to see this, right? You all are going to see what I'm shooting out there. So out of all of that, and out of all the chaos and all the noise and all the sounds and everything that I'm experiencing, I still manage to talk to that camera and talk to you all. There's a lot of times I've got plans to go when I'm going to go, say, to the White Birch Clan, or when I'm going to go to the river, what have you. And when if they start and the activity picks up and all that stuff starts to happen, everything that I had thought I was going to do, all my plans, my intentions are gone, right? They are out the window because it takes all of me just to stay focused where I'm walking and on the camera. And a lot of people just don't understand because they've never had the experience. So just maybe keep that in mind when things get busy out there for me and you don't see me doing something, or maybe that I had said I would do for you, like size comparison videos. And it all depends on, like I say, usually they have something else going on, and it's hard for me not to get drawn into everything. Like I could get lost in it and forget completely about the camera or where I am. It gets to that point. Hindsight, I sometimes think the camera is a good thing because it keeps me focused and in the present, right? Because I do feel that I could get pulled into it and drawn into it. Now you would see me almost trance-like and saying absolutely nothing if I did let go. I have on many occasions, because I didn't have my cameras with me. I just went and sat and just went and to be with them. You do get a lot more information, and it's different. And I think it could be too, it draws their attention to the camera, right? Because I'm different with it. They see that, and I think they put the two and two together, and it's kind of interesting, right? It is very interesting how this is all unfolded. Okay, so wow, right? Wow, this is amazing. And you can see him. His one eye would be there. Number two, his nostrils right here. And you can even see almost a chin, right? But this is his mouth. It's open a little bit. And part of his chin, of course, this is the edge of my sunglasses. There probably is more there, but we don't see. Oh my goodness. Okay, we will. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna bring another. See, to look at that. If I get rid of that diffuse glow filter, you'd miss it, right? You miss it. I mean, that's what you know. Like I would never have found this if it wouldn't have been for the clan at the Seven Creeks. I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is when he starts coming in the video. This is where he first comes into it. He's beginning to block out. You could see the bottom of the tripod. I'll zoom in there. You could almost make out. I will use the diffuse glow. See if we can't. You can almost see him there, right? Okay. Anyway, so here we go. That's the tripod right there. And see, you can't see my camera. It's all blocked out. That was what got my attention. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to bring up that diffuse glow. Just, oh my goodness. I don't know. I see a face, right? Can you guys see the face? All right, let's use the filter and see what. I'll move it over here. Here we go. Oh my. Okay, let's sharpen that up just a tad. Whoa. His face is there, right? Already. And seeing that was right when he first come into frame. A cheek right there. Nose. His mouth. And his chin. You can see his chin. Right here. And his eyes. Man, that's crazy. Okay, let's get rid of these blue highlights here. A little bit more diffuse. See if I can bring it out any further. Yes. Okay. I think he's a little bit lower in this third image, but we'll zoom in. Oh my gosh, I can already see him. I'm sure you guys can as well. Yeah, we got, and I don't see his. I can't really make out his mouth in this one, but we do. We see his nose here again, and an eye here. Not sure. We'll see if we can't see that other eye with that diffuse glow filter, but you can still make his head out here. You'll see more once I bring that filter in. You can either watch here or here. Yeah, this is kind of amazing. We'll lighten this up. Just keep watching. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's sharpen that up. He almost looks, just in this image, and I imagine it's because of the movement, and a lot of times lighting, movement, distance, there are so many variables and so many factors play into what an image will look like, right? And I proved it by myself going back into the trees, and I did my best at being a Bigfoot back in the trees, and I filmed myself back there, and I took still images from that footage, and there wasn't one image that I looked the same. There was one I even looked like a troll. One I looked like a troll. The other one looked like I had a lion's mouth. They're their own species, right? I don't think there's a whole bunch of different looking Sasquatch. I think a lot of times it's how they are situated in the trees, or how your camera's picking them up in the shadows, in the lighting. And here, he looks the same, but he's not so close to me. I don't think he's as close, and his nostrils aren't as flared out. But you can see both of his eyes in here, though, right? Yes, you can. I'm gonna lighten that up just a little bit more, if I can. See if I can get it any lighter. How light? I can. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I can do it. It's working. Right? Oh my! You can almost see a little bit of his mouth here. Well, his mouth would be down here. His nose, his nostrils, his nose, and that eye is looking that way. Is it not? You can almost see the iris. Okay, so there's his eyes. They're there. Like when you zoom out, if we get rid of that diffuse glow, not much there, right? Not much there, but other than there is something there blocking out. If I wasn't carrying my camera on my tripod, I wouldn't have found these. There you go. I'm gonna keep searching. And if any of you have been going over or through my videos, past videos, if you find anything interesting, please let me know. If I find more, I have found some more already, and but they're not going to come up one after the other, because tomorrow I'm planning, we're sitting the 20th today, Saturday the 20th, April the 20th. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I'm hoping I can make a trip to the White Birch Clan and go see Koi and spend the day up there. And it's my birthday tomorrow on the 21st of April, and that will be a good birthday present. It'll be a good day for my birthday if I can go up and see the White Birch Clan. And I got quite a bit to do up there, right? I got to set up that bowl that was broken, reset it up, check on Koi and his bowl, and the gift see if he took it. The gift I left him, the feather. It'll be hopefully weather pending. As far as I know, it's supposed to be nice and warm, so I'm crossing my fingers. All right, my friends, I will leave it there. Keep our minds open, right? This is it's kind of amazing. It's just amazing. Like I say, it's opening our minds. It's opening up everything to other possibilities, right? Of what they are capable of doing and are able to do, and still be right there beside us. And the River Clan is very good. I think they're very accepting. All those vocals and the wood knocks and all the noises and motion and the rhythm. I wanted to bring that up to the heartbeat that we hear in the forest. In my ears, it sounds internal, and it's very soft. I can hear it thump thump, right? Sometimes it's quicker pace, sometimes it's faster, but it all began at the river in 2021. That clan, the River Clan, was where I first heard it. And in the camera, the external mic it's picking it up, and it's like it's coming from in the trees somewhere. You can't really pinpoint the noise, right, where it's coming from. But while I'm out there, I hear it differently. It's in my inner ear, and I think it's contentment. I believe, because if you noticed in the video, when I decided and I made the decision, and I planted my tripod there and faced it towards the bent old tree, and the moment I got to the tree and first started putting the treats and gifts on top of the tree, boom boom, right? They were happy. But every time I went there, if I should, where I should, when I should, and that day I made a decision and I took the treats with me, and it's coming from the other clans. They do this same sound as well. A lot of you can attest to this. You've heard it in my videos. There were times when I didn't, and people were saying, did you hear that? Sounds like a heartbeat beating back there. And it's there in quite a few of the videos. So it's when they're happy. I believe it's when they're happy, they're content, they're okay with what's happening. We do need to pay attention to it, and when it shows up, and very exciting, right? It's very exciting. Okay, I'll quit rambling here. And again, thank you all for being here, and I will see you in the trees. Bye for now.